Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Gurmeston, who lure and teach word. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Lord's hopeful elect, who have been scattered in the four corners of the earth, who are in these last days are looking forward to be delivered from the hand of their enemies and from these chains of darkness, which is fresh. We are living in the last days of the last days, as the Bible has been prophesied from the beginning. So and in these last days, expect this society to experience the worst before its destruction. As we can see right now, everything is out of course. In this society, the financial system is collapsing. Is collapsing. The moral of the people is all time down. Everything is working against this society, and that's is a sign of their downfall. And on top of that, Messiah say in the last days we're gonna see what earthquakes in diverse places, the upheaval of the people, and the war and rumor of war, and that's what we see or we witness right now. So we are in the hand. So this society is about to go down, and the new society is going to be established. Here on the earth, it's going to rise and be established here on the earth, and that society is going to be the society of our people, the Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native America, the Israel, who right now are in bottom, right now are suffering. They are going through oppression, and atrocity, from these other nations, from our enemies, But as the Bible say, Esau is the hand of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So that's what we are. That's what we are. What is about to happen here? Esau is about to be taken down. Esau being who is the so-called one man, to begin with, his heritage. And we, the nation of Israel, are going to rise to rule. So Mosiah said, "Whoa, this is the book of Matthew 5, and I'm going to start from 3. Which leads, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." This kingdom that we're in is not the kingdom of heaven. This is the kingdom of the wicked. And the wicked and their wicked deeds they are doing, man. Nothing is after righteousness in this earth. Righteousness is not being exalted in this earth right now. Evil is esteemed as good, and good as evil, man. As I'm speaking right now, people gonna be paid, can be paid for doing wickedness rather than righteousness. That's what we see in this society, So this society is not after what Mosiah say, man. And as we know, according to the prayer and the prophets, the kingdom of heaven is gonna be here on the earth. It means the heavenly ways, is gonna be brought here on the earth. It means righteousness is gonna be here on the earth. Not as you believe, man. You Christian that believe that the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Messiah, the heaven of heaven is gonna be floating on the sky. No, man, the kingdom is gonna be here, on the earth. So, and righteousness is gonna be established. It's gonna be the focal point, if you may perceive. Because what is in heaven is righteousness, perfection. So that's what is going to be brought here on the earth through the men of Mosiah, the hopeful elect, to begin with the Lord himself, Yahushua Mashiach. So as it goes on, so blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Who is the number one people in this planet Earth that are mourning? It's us, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native America. We are the people who are now are in suffering, man. to begin with slavery, you know, and the many atrocity this nation have done upon us, man. You know, but above all, the elect, the hopeful elect, are the number one people. The hopeful elect of the nation of Israel are the number one people who are mourning right now. You know, mourning for what? For righteousness, for all the abomination that are done on the earth. They are crying to Messiah to bring righteousness on the earth. You know, while the 2/3 of our people actually they are comfortable here. You know, they've been comforted uh, alongside their enemies. You know, they have joined allies. I mean, they have formed allies with their enemies, man. Supporting their enemies to flourish their their wickedness, man. So they're gonna be destroying this side alongside their enemies, while the elect, the hopeful elect, is gonna be delivered first and foremost, and they're gonna be what? The first to inherit the kingdom to come, the kingdom of heaven. And from them, from the elect, that's the 2/3 or the nation of Israel gonna be what? Gonna be brought back, man. Those who die in this side are gonna be brought back through those the elect men and the women. I mean, elect men, because you come from your father, you know. But they're gonna be the elect women who are gonna be delivered as well for childbearing, you know. So as it goes on, it's so blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. So the meek gonna inherit the earth. The Israel, we are the meek, you know. We don't like trouble with anybody, you know. You know, all this nation they pick us, but we don't pick them, you know, for to go to war or to anything, you know. You know. So we're gonna inherit this earth, man. If you believe it or not, we're gonna be those judges of the king. I mean, of this planet Earth in the near future, man. You know, as they say in the book of Isaiah here. So like Isaiah 2 and start from 1. So the word of Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days. No, no, that's last days. You know, that's a key word there. You know, it shall come to pass in the last day that the mountain of the Lord house, mountain represent what? Government. You know, because when we talk about mountain, we talk about the peak of the mountain, which they call summit, you know, which if you go by what we see today in this world, you know, there are some nations, you know, the top leaders of those nations, they always were in every years or in every year they come together. They call it a summit, like G7, G20. They say G7, G7 or G20 summit. So those are summit means what? The government, man. You know, leaders. You know. So Messiah said, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord house, you know, so the nation of Israel, that's the mountain of the Lord house, shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Shall flow to what? To the nation, unto the nation of Israel, right, man, which we are, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native America. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. You know, and that's to tell you clearly, mountain speak about the nation of Israel that is going to be established in these last days above these other nations. You know, those so-called powerful nation and this other small nation, we're going to be above all of them. And he shall judge among the nations and rebuke many people. And they shall beat their sword into plowshare and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn in war anymore. And that's going to be in the kingdom when we're going to be exalted. You know, all these nations, they're going to come to learn the righteousness of the Heavenly Father, you know, and we're going to be above them, you know. So we're going to be those people above the rest of this other nation. And these nations are going to come to learn from us. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. You know, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Most High. Blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall be called the children of Most High. You know, and that's to begin with the elect. You know, we are the peacemaker. You know, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You know, and we see the persecution of our people. I mean, the nation of Israel. To begin with the elect. You know, we that present this gospel of the Heavenly Father, to begin with the apostle and the elders of Glory Minister, you know, we see the persecution, man, you know, and in more persecution is on the way. But Messiah say, oh, he that endure to the end, the same shall be delivered or shall be saved. So it's all about endurance when those times comes, you know, and the spirit of Messiah being with you, it's gonna be all right. You know, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you, falsely for my sake, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophet which were before you. You know, so we are in this faith. We are pushing this truth, this word. Yes, this scoffer gonna come, gonna say all manner of wicked words against us, you know, but that's is not gonna hindering us to from going on do what is right. We need to continue to do right. So when the Lord comes, man, he can deliver us, man. As they say, when I come, shall I find faith on the earth? You know, there are gonna be some people holding what? The gift of faith to the hand. But majority of the world, it's not gonna be so. And many of them are gonna be destroyed. Only those who are gonna be holding the gift of faith, they are the one who are gonna be delivered. And those are the one who are gonna endure to the end, as the Bible says. You know. So yeah, I just wanna touch that, you know, quick to the point. So I'm here, I'm say shalom to the hopeful elect Yahweh Hashem Shabbat.